Alright everybody, how y'all doing? I'm going over the parts for the build. I got the Prime A320MK motherboard, AM4, 32 gigabytes of RAM at 24 megahertz speed. I'm pairing it with my elite TeamGROUP, two 8 gigabyte sticks, which is 16 gig of RAM. 16 gigs is good for me. It helped me with my editing. No issues. Why I chose this board, because it's easy. I'm not onto all that overclocking. Even though if I upgrade the CPU, I can do overclocking, but just like I said, I'm not overclocking this board for anything. If it is, I'm leaving everything set in auto, so it could go ahead and handle that for me. I am pairing it with the CPU, a 12 7th gen 9800 CPU, 3.8 gigahertz speed, 4.2 turbo for the clock. Just like I said, I'm not overclocking. I don't need the extra power, leaving everything set in auto because it's going to be doing it itself. The reason I'm choosing this board is for my editing, the streaming, take care of my business, dealing with the stock market, etc., etc. And this board works great for me. I finally came in. It's my TeamGROUP MS30 SSD, 256 gigabyte. Yes, I'm pairing it with this SSD. The board holds a M.2 drive on it, so this works great with it. With the CPU cooler is the ID Cooling SE224 XT. It works great, so if I do decide to upgrade to the Ryzen 5 3600 processor or the Ryzen 7 3700X processor or the Ryzen 9, this here handles it great. The max TDP load of the CPUs is 105 watts. The TDP on this here is 180 watts. So yeah, this is a monster. It will handle the CPU load great. But I'm doing it with my A12 9800 CPU, 4-core, 4-thread, just to start off with, because I got to do a lot of upgrading on the BIOS just to make it compatible for the upgrade of the CPU later on down the line. Okay, I am pairing it with this case that is from Do It Yourself. It is the Cubiod B. As you see, I love this case here because it has a horizontal motherboard. So if I decide to put those Big Ferocious GPUs on it, as you see, it has no issues. Up front, I have already built in, is already pre-installed in, is my 200 millimeter fan, blue. Up top, I have my two 140 millimeter fans. In the back rear, I have my 120 millimeter fans. So yes, I have massive cooling. I ain't gonna have no problem with heat issues or anything like that. I already pre-installed the I/O shield plate, so that's already taken care of, out the way. As you see, I have two 2.5 320 gigabyte hard drive. Here is my 1 terabyte hard drive, 3.5 72 RPMs. At the bottom is my 500 gigabyte 7200 RPM spin. So I'm pretty much set with space. My M.2 is going to be my primary boot. Hold all my little software and everything on it, which is not the issue. So enough said. Let's get on into the build. Alrighty, all parts are in. My RX 550 Raidmax GPU card. All I'm going to do now is the cable management. I'm going to skip through that part. I'm going to go ahead and show you the post and installing Windows 10 64-bit. Alright. Alrighty, the moment of truth. We got post. Okay, hit F1. Alright, so everything good. My team group is up. I need to update my BIOS. I'm on that right now. So the moment of truth. Alrighty. Cable management is done. You see the nice, good, clean hookup. Fans running good and clean. Yes, sir. Everything looking nice. Alrighty, the moment of truth is updating the BIOS. The BIOS is set to the old settings, so I got to update it to run the new and updated processors that's out. Okay. And they got the BIOS there, yes. Yes, I do. Alrighty, everything is running good. I love this BIOS screen. I got everything running good, running great. My CPU is at 31 Celsius. My motherboard temperature goes up to 29 degrees Celsius, 30 degrees Celsius, which is great. I'm on the A2, A12, 9800 Radeon 7 with the built-in CPU, but I am using my RX 550 GPU, 2 gigabyte. That's good for me for my editing, business, whatever, etc. I use it for. It's great, so I ain't gonna be pushing nothing too much off of it. I'm just glad to go ahead and get old Betty back up and running. This is nice. Yes, sir. So I'm just going to go ahead on this, like I said, get on with Windows 10, get that out the way. I'm on my M.2 drive, 256 gigabyte. And yes, it is going to be on and popping. All right. All right, everybody. The finished product is done. As you see, it's booting. And this is about basically one of the fastest boot up I ever seen. So, it's coming off the M.2 drive, TeamGROUP. First time using your products, I like it. So this is great. Finished product is here. See the inside, look nice, look clean. Cable management looking right. This is the back of the case. The front is about right here. Once again, clean. You see those two 140s up top, the 120 in the back. My Radeon RX 550 is getting off, running good and smooth, 2 gig. People start buying this card, but a lot of people also buy the 4 gig because she also gave off the 4 gig and get great results. I got that 120 spinning clean. It's mesh flow up top. Now all I have to do is just go ahead on and start cranking in the drivers, and I'm all good. Alright, everybody, click like and also subscribe to my channel. If you have any comments about this here, please post them up. I love to read them. And once again, I want to tell all my YouTubers and my fans, y'all have a wonderful and blessed night. Love ya.